All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim HaKadosh, double honors to apostles of GMS, and a sincere Shalom to the elect and the brothers out here pushing this truth and sincerity. And I have a clip here where this was like 2 weeks ago, where there's a cyber attack on meat suppliers now, which was now this is after even the cyber attack on the fuel shortage. Yeah, there's a meat shortage. It says could mean food shortages, higher prices, and I wouldn't be surprised because certain stores I even go to now has has a higher price of food. But this is what we've been telling people, that there's going to be food shortages. This may not be a heavy food shortage, but there will be one of those days or sometime in the future where it'll be a real heavy food shortage. How we seen what it did with the we seen the prices go up just from the fuel shortage in itself. Food is already more expensive than gas at this point. How much higher this thing is going to go? So I'm gonna go ahead and play the clip for a bit.
The world's largest meat processing company is scrambling this morning to get back online after being hit with a ransomware attack that shuttered JBS operations in several states across the country. The union for more than 25,000 of its meatpacking workers tells NBC News all of the company's beef plants were shut down on Tuesday. Now, the company says the vast majority of our beef, pork, poultry, and prepared foods plants will be operational today. JBS also telling the Biden administration it believes the ransomware attack came from a criminal group likely based in Russia.
The White House is engaging directly with the Russian government on this matter and delivering the message that responsible states do not harbor ransomware criminals.
JBS operates in 15 countries, processing beef, pork, and chicken products, including popular brands like Swift and Pilgrims, found in major superstores like Costco and Walmart. The attack underscores the vulnerabilities of the food system, which can rely on too few suppliers.
If we had more resiliency, if we had a more diverse source and supply and processing of our food, that the impacts of this would be much less severe.
It's the second major attack on critical U.S. infrastructure in just weeks. Colonial Pipeline suffered a similar ransomware attack, which forced the nation's largest fuel pipeline offline for days, leading to fuel shortages and price spikes. Colonial paid $4.4 million in ransom to the Russian criminal group known as DarkSide to regain control of its computers. The attack also comes as the meatpacking industry is still recovering from the effects of the pandemic.
This will just add further disruption to their lives and to their bottom lines.
Yeah, and as you mentioned already, beef and poultry prices have been up this year. The USDA has reached out to other meat processors, encouraging them to not only safeguard their own computers, but help fill the gap if necessary, if there is any shortage. But the Farmers Union says there's more than enough abundant supply of food and meat.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel.
All right, so this is Jeremiah 30:7. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So these soon, I mean, hell, I just watched a clip of a woman of a Judite woman literally fighting at McDonald's because they couldn't, because they couldn't fulfill her order of mixing three types of slushies together. So she hopped over a counter and started fighting the employees and even the manager. And it ended up, I mean, it's just crazy. What are these people going to do when these McDonald's, these Burger Kings, especially these Chick-fil-A's, what are these people going to do when all these fast food places are closed down? But let's go a step further than that. Let's go into the basics, actually. What are these people going to do when the grocery stores is closed down? It's bad enough a couple of years, some years back, when Popeyes ran out of chicken, and some guy rammed his car through Popeyes. What good is that going to do you? The place is out of chicken. So what good is doing all that? They just there to work, get the money, go home. But these people will go get zap out of their minds when it comes to them not be able to get what they want, or when they run out of stuff. But there's going to be a lot more than just a food shortage closing down. You'll have pipelines shutting down. What is it? How even a city shut down. State shut down. Everything's going to shut down. You can't even go to you won't even be able to go to a CVS eventually if this keeps up. What we're seeing is the downfall of this place, and you people just don't see it. You want to fight for this place. Meanwhile, you're destroying everything inside this place. But you took the league of Esau and ran with it. And that's the problem with all these people, is that they're so comfortable in this society. The moment they have one little thing snatched from them, it's a riot. This is Amos 8:11. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord of God, the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst of water, but of the words, but of the hearing of the words of the Lord." So the Lord's not only saying that not only would there be a famine of bread and the food and water, but us being out there telling you that this was all meant to happen. We all see the word prophet means to foresee. We got to tell you these people these things before it happens. The problem is that these people don't want to hear it until they actually see it. And then all of a sudden they want to flock up to us for maybe a week or two, maybe 3. And then once the leaders of this place tell these people that everything's okay, our people just scatter like roaches. You never hear from them. Or they go start their own crazy camp with some crazy doctrine because they didn't want to be under order. So yeah, these people are just full of crap. That's why we, as I like to pull out the scripture, Jeremiah 11:14. "Pray not thou for this people, neither lift up a cry of prayer for them, because I will not hear them in the time that they cry unto me." Why? Because of all the stuff that these people do. Now, we giving them the chance to come up and just actually get it, but the moment Master tells them, "Oh, everything's fine, go back to normal," our people act like it never even happened. And then they continue to sell out against us. That's why the book even says 2/3 of our people need to die, and we see why. Because these people got to get rebooted. They're so caught up into the entertainment, the way they live, even if they got to struggle to live. The entertainment, as messed up as it is, our people delight in this folly that was left behind for this. I'm sorry, which the Lord put us here for it. Because all this place is just the captivity of every. I'm sorry, this place is just the whole place of every captivity put into one. But it's how crazy just even seeing how our people act when they ran out of a food shortage. And I feel like I should have played that clip. Might even do a small video on it. But it was the fact that these people will literally go nuts out of their mind once they find out something they really like isn't there no more. So what are you gonna do when this entire place crash? This is Isaiah 9:19. It says, through the wrath of the Lord of hosts shall the land be darkened. And we seeing that darkened land right now. Nothing is like how it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Oh, people had a little bit of an easier time back then. They had a few things to actually smile about. Some songs that gave them some type of nostalgia to keep them at bay. But now we're seeing that nothing that keeps these people happy now. Everybody's always in uproar. Everybody's sensitive. Everybody wants to march for some crazy movement that don't need to exist. It says, and the people shall be as fuel of the fire. No man shall spare his brother. And we've been seeing that for the longest time, where our people just kill each other left and right. But in that day, when this place crumbles down, your neighbor isn't going to be there to bail you up. If he does, it's because he wants some out of you. And people are going to be killing each other left and right. It won't just be our people killing each other left and right. It'll be everybody here that's trapped here trying to kill people left and right. It says, and he shall snatch on the right hand and be hungry, and he shall eat on the left hand and they shall not be satisfied. And that's the 2/3 of our people that can't come to either side, so they're screwed. They can't come to our side because we ain't even there no more. We done did our course. They can't go to Esau's side because Esau's using y'all as guinea pigs, so he doesn't need y'all much. He may take a few of you, but the rest of you people is just screwed. So our people in that day is just going to be left in the middle ground. It says they shall eat every man the flesh of his own arm. And then that's literally taken. That's the literal thing that our people will do. Because they'll be like, what is it? They'll be just like zombies. Just like zombies. And for this, they need to go. Because at this point, they have no one to go to. Once this place is, especially for people that's born here, y'all have nowhere to go. I'm talking about born in this wicked captivity. But that's why we wait unto the Lord to get us out of this place, because we can't do it. We can't do it. There's a time and a season, but even it's up to the Lord to guide our steps. This is why He chooses whether you pass on or you live throughout this mess until either He comes back or you die old in the truth. And if you have children, you pass down our heritage. But these people don't have the understanding of what's in stock for them, nor do they care. But Alex, this is not our problem, because the Lord said, "Don't worry about them. Let them fall into a ditch." So that's pretty much all I wanted to go into with that. So with that, shalom.